Hey ManCavians, this is Bob from DaBob's N-Scale ManCave, and today we have a brand new product from ScaleTrains. In N-Scale, we have the Gunderson Multi-Max Autorack. Now I've got this in 3 different colors, BNSF orange and white, and also Union Pacific yellow. So let's take a look at what they brought us for Christmas right now. The product comes in this nice brand new design ScaleTrains paint scheme, logo, artwork, whatever kind of box. It is definitely different from the previous styles that they were using since 2015 when the company came into existence. So basically you just have a sleeve that goes on the outside with information on the back about the product. Nicely packed box. Information on the back about the product as well, and nice jeweled case. Packaged pretty nicely right here. You can see it's all in this nice double piece here, but on the ends there is tape on both ends to keep the halves together. So I recommend just cutting one end. So once you get that cut off, just lifts up on one side, and it's got the plastic wrapped around it. Peel that off, pull it out, set it down, cover it back up, save it. Looks just like a book. Okay, each box comes with a specific description of the model that's inside of it. So all of these are different. So there's prototypical changes or differences between each one of them. So let's take a look at this. This one's 2015 to present. It was built in October 2015. They've got all the right placements for paint. 14 finely molded corrugated side panels. Late end doors with zigzag angle panels. End sill step, end sill grab irons, and end or side sill grab irons. All those were added on separately, most likely. It's the later version, got low mounted side ladders. It's got a highly detailed underbody brake system with wire form brake rods and airline plumbing, photo etched metal brake rod and airline plumbing, support brackets, plastic brake beams, air reservoir, brake cylinder, control valve, and retainer valve. All new ASF low deck swing motion trucks. 28-inch machined metal wheels. Paint colors are matched with true color paint color. Roof and side panels and galvanized steel. It's got a minimum radius of 11 inches, but they recommend 19 because, well, we don't really cut corners on something so sharp in the real world now, do we? So most of those things are pretty much identical between all of them except for the years that they're made and maybe some minor little differences. Pretty much all about basically the same thing. Let's get up here close on the sides. These are all molded in, so they're pretty nice. They're not see-through with etched metal. I believe other brands may have a see-through etched metal panels, make it a lot more prototypical actually. But actually, that's an extra $20 from what I hear to get that version versus this one. So it's really up to your pocketbook what you want to spend your money on. But this still looks very nice at a distance and up close. So let's see. You can see all this close-up lettering in here looks very, very nice. You can read it all. Don't get too close to the camera, otherwise it's hard to focus on all that. But yeah, you can definitely read all that information. Nice top kind of ribbed roof there. And they're talking about the end doors, late end doors with zigzag angle kind of a thing to it. I'm not sure what the zigzag angle thing is. It's not on the other side. But yeah, you can definitely read the lettering on there. You get a magnifying glass if you really want to read all that. You got the couple of cut levers down here. Look pretty nice. Stand out in that yellow. They're talking about the bottom of the vehicle as well. You have body mounted couplers. You can see that detail of a coupler cut lever right there. All those airline hoses. Very nice detail as well. And the 30 or the 28-inch wheels. They definitely look smaller than boxcar wheels. You got the brown couplers in here. I don't know if this is the older style or the new style, which was black, but we'll take a look at how these couple with other brands or microtrains, because usually a lot of people connect stuff up to microtrain stuff, so we're going to take a look at how that couples together. Let's take a look at the other two models. Okay, this is the white version, built around 2017, and pretty much looks pretty much just like the other orange one, but slightly different, of course. Same kind of paint scheme placement of the logo on this panel here. They pretty much look pretty identical on the same side. So, yeah, right up in there. You can read all the lettering. Looks really nice. Of course, all the bottom detail all the way across. The Union Pacific Yellow, this one was made in late 2018. It's kind of the late version of the Gunderson Autoracks. Same details across the board as the other ones, just slightly different things like the end sill grab irons, are still there. All those other little tiny details are pretty much all the same across the board. 28-inch wheels and all color matched and so forth, and all the good details. A little close-up on this. Got the Building America logo right there, Union Pacific. You can read all the details on the lettering. All the little raised pieces. All the little molding pieces right here. It's a TTX brand. You can see those handbrake hardware. A little bit easier to see this yellow versus the white. But yeah, you can see the whole brake system, the airlines, and the handbrake system and everything else. Same thing on the ends. You can read all the details on the lettering. And so, looks really good. Let's take a look at these on the rails and see how they couple up. Okay, as you can tell, it took a little bit of work to get these things to couple. Kind of had to hold the car in place so it could really smash into it. It's not as smooth as the ScaleTrains. Some of them seem to be, but microtrains couplers do couple a little bit easier, but they don't look prototypical. So there's a give and take there. So if you're aware of that, good for you. But these look more prototypical than the other ones. But with this coupler, I can come in here and kind of hit it and just smash. They will connect. Sometimes they don't quite line up when you're on curves, of course, but it will eventually connect up real well, and they're even with the locomotive for coupler height. Okay, we'll take a look at microtrains connecting up to the ScaleTrains. Easily connects, nice and strong. So they're compatible with the major brands of N scale couplers, so no problem there. There you go, ManCavians. That's been my review of the ScaleTrains Gunderson Multi-Max Autorack in the brand new style of packaging. You can definitely tell that this was made in 2021 when you start looking at stuff in the future and saying this stuff is dated after 2021 or right in the 2021 genre timeframe when they switched their logos around. Really like it. So I have to give this product a 9 out of 10. Why? Because nobody's perfect. Gotta leave room for improvement, right? And there's always room for improvement in this product as well. One of the things that I would improve would be the etched metal sides that are see-through. Now, they didn't put those in here because that costs a little bit extra money to do for you. And there's another company called Intermountain, if you've heard of them, I'm sure you have. They make a auto rack as well, but it has the etched metal sides that are see-through. But it also costs you $20 extra more per car. That's $65 per car. That's almost getting down to the prices of DC locomotives a few years ago from Kato. Like, man. No, I don't want to pay that much money. I got to save some money these days. So this saves me money, and I don't have to really care too much about the details. I can tell it's an auto rack. It looks like I've seen on the rails. Just because it isn't see-through doesn't matter to me. Now, all the lettering in there it's legible. I can read everything that's there, and the technology that's created that in the past few years has really, really upped that game of detail. I'm tired of reading blurry words on stuff they couldn't get any detail on there, but now you can get that detail, and a lot of the companies are doing that same process on their rolling stock and everything else. So that's really helped the industry. The bottom of the rail car is detailed as well. You got all the brake lines, everything else looks busy, like there's stuff there that you'd want to play with and turn if you could, but you can't. But all those little pieces of detail are in this auto rack. Couplers, they coupled up real good to each other. They're a little bit stiff when you're coupling microtrains to microtrains. ScaleTrains to ScaleTrains, but they hook up really well to microtrains and Kato and all the other ones as well when I tested it before. And these are still excellent. They look so real. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for some realism, and these couplers do it. And they're body mounted, so it helps pushing them back into a yard or up a hill. They don't derail, or the tendency to derail is extremely lowered because of that body mounting. You keep it on the track that way. So that's a plus. I pushed them around the layout backwards a few times. Nothing derailed, went around tight curves, all that stuff. So excellent. I was really surprised and grateful that they didn't derail. So that's always good. So pick these up at ScaleTrains.com or your local hobby shop, or online if you find them online, or at your train show. Spring Creek Model Trains sells them, I know that, and they're at train shows all the time. So if you see them, check them out. And that concludes my review. So if you liked what you saw, consider subscribing if you have not done so already, and ring that bell down there to get notified of future videos. Also, give me a thumbs up and leave a comment down below, and check out some of my other videos that are here as well, and have fun. So I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and happy model railroading. And as always, ManCavians, stay off those tracks. Bye.